Greetings, fellow Gitalalians. Jeff Weinberger coming at you here with a new tutorial. I'd like to go over a kind of unusual song. It's called Under the Milky Way Tonight by The Church. It was around 1988 or so. Really interesting period in music. There was that sort of rock we were calling alternative rock back then. A lot of different names for it. College rock and underground and indie and all this kind of stuff. But The Church were a band from Australia. And they had that one big hit, that beautiful hit. It was a very guitar intensive kind of song. It had a lot of great acoustic strumming. I believe there was a little 12-string action going on in there. Even some bagpipes for a minute there. So we'll go over the song. It's very basic. It doesn't really have any complicated chords. It's just a beautifully put together song, and probably a really good example of how you can take a basic kind of acoustic strumming song with really easy cowboy chords and make it something special. So it's in A minor, and that first chord in the intro was A minor. And they do this A minor sus4. You just take an A minor chord, which normally is X0, 2, 2, 1, 0, and you add your pinky to the third fret of the second string. That makes it A minor sus4. Then later on we'll see how they transform that chord with a different bass note. And then we're doing a F major 7 over C, which is a lot easier than an F bar chord, but it's a beautiful jangly sound. X33210. Similar to a chord you would hear in Space Oddity by David Bowie. And then finally we have G, just an open cowboy chord G, and that's 32003. And so that intro is real easy. We'll talk about the strum after we get done with the chords. Everything's the same in the verse as it was in the intro, except instead of just A minor 7, A minor sus, we add our pinky to the 6th string 2nd fret, and that makes it a different chord. Bunch of different names for that. I guess most people would call that a D7 over F sharp. Could call it an A minor sus4 over F sharp. You could call it an F sharp minor 7 flat 5. There's a million names for it. It functions in different ways, in different contexts. Thumb grabs the bass note on the 2nd fret, and then you just do an A minor 7 sus4 on top of that. And there you have it. That's an important chord in this song. The way the bass line moves like that. Creates this beautiful bass line that's kind of at the heart of the song. So you got to have that chord no matter how you slice it. If you don't like to reach your thumb around the back of the neck like that to achieve that bass note, there is an alternative. You could finger that with your 2nd finger. Then your 3rd finger gets the G string 2nd fret. Pinky gets the B string 3rd fret. And that's oftentimes called a D9 over F sharp. Very common chord. We see that in lots and lots of songs. So that's an alternative if you can't do the A minor sus4 with the F sharp in the bass. All right, and then we switch on over after about 8 times or so of that verse chord progression. We switch over to the chorus, which is a G5, very jangly chord. Some of you, that's the way you play G all the time. I only use that for certain sounds, for that really jangly kind of sound. But that particular chord is fingered 3, 2, 0, 0, 3, 3. G5 is the official name of that one. And it just goes back and forth between that and the F chord that we had earlier, F major 7 over C. So we have... Then it goes back to a verse. So you have verses, you have choruses, you have this one bridge section, this kind of strange section that takes it away from the verse-chorus structure. Very simple. It's got like bagpipes or sampled bagpipes. I don't know what exactly it is. I read somewhere that they used an ebow to create that sound, but kind of sounds like sampled bagpipes to me. But you be the judge. It's a section that has a C chord in it, a G chord, and then 2 bars of A minor. That happens twice. It's got a little bit of wah-wah guitar in it too. And then it returns back to the verse. There's actually a double chorus too later on in the song. You're going to double up on that chorus, play it twice. But really, that's all there is to the song. So you had that intro part. And then slightly changing that for the verses. You had the choruses. And you had that bridge part that changed everything. It introduced a C chord where we had none before. So that's a pretty easy song, but it's a really cool song from the late 80s. Under the Milky Way Tonight by The Church, and I hope you enjoyed learning that with me. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to click that notify bell, and I will catch you later. Bye-bye.